up, guys? It's me, Lauren, and welcome back to my channel. I'm back for another video today, and today I have a really fun topic, and I think it's really interesting, actually. So today I'm doing Netflix recommendations. So I'm gonna do 5 TV shows and 5 movies. And I just chose the ones that I watched that I really liked, so yeah. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's just get right into it because I really want to show you this. Okay, so first I'm going to do TV shows. So number 1 is Riverdale, which is like literally my favorite TV show. Comment down below if you watch it, because I want to know what you guys like if you guys watch the same thing that I do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna tell you the title, and then I'm just gonna tell you stuff about it, but I'm not gonna spoil anything in case you haven't seen it. So yeah. So Riverdale is based on the Archie comics, and it is about 4 teens and about their high school life and all the struggles they have and they end up having with their parents. And then, like, the stuff after season 1 kind of turns into a murder mystery. I know that's kind of weird. Like, I don't get it. Actually, like, I don't know. It's kind of stupid. Moving on. And season 3 was just released in October, but I'll be honest with you, I didn't understand it, like, at all. Like, it's really freaking confusing. Like, if you watch it, you'd be like, what? Like, seriously. Sorry for my language, but seriously. Okay, moving on to the next show that I want to talk about. So, next show is Heartland. I know probably many of you probably don't even know what this show is and probably will never watch it, but because I love horses and I love animals and I love ranch life and pretty views, I really like this show. So Heartland is a show about horses and like a big family that lives on a 600-acre ranch, and it's also about horse training, and this show has been around for like decades. Like, it's been around for so long, and I personally love this show and always have, and also it's nice because it doesn't include very much drama unlike a lot of shows, so that's great. And it has currently 12 seasons. Like, they just released the first episode of the 12th season, so I just watched that like yesterday. It was awesome, actually. Loved it. Okay, moving on to the next show. The next show I'm going to tell you about is called Stranger Things. I'm sure y'all have watched this one too because it's quite popular. Anyways, this show is, I would say, quite scary because I'm not a horror movie person, and I will never be. That's just how I am. Like, I can watch some horror movies, but like I can't watch super scary ones because I'll get fucking nightmares. Like, no. So I would say many scenes in this show are scary, but some people probably won't say it's scary just because I'm me and you're you. Different. So it's basically about 4 young boys who play a board game that's about like these creatures called Demogorgons and stuff. And then they find out later on that the creatures are like actually alive in a lab. So yeah. And they're kind of like sharks. Like, obviously they don't swim. They're on 4 legs, so yeah. And the creatures are called Demogorgons. And they are like sharks because they are like attracted to blood. So if like you draw blood, they'll probably like take you, if you know what I mean. You would have to watch it to really understand what I'm saying. And there's also, in the end, we find out there's another creature that's called the Shadow Monster. And they're coming up with season 3 this summer, so you should tune in for that if you like this kind of thing. I do. Okay, the next show is called 13 Reasons Why. I'll admit, it is not my favorite. Like, I wouldn't really recommend it if you get depressed easily and stuff. but it is a show I deserve. I enjoyed. That's what I meant. So this show is like very sad and depressing, but it's still a good show. So it's pretty much about a teenage girl who kills herself because of bullying, and on tapes she recorded herself giving 13 reasons why she killed herself. And each tape is about a person who is in her life, and in that tape is the reason why they're on there and what they did to make her do this. So yeah, and I have to admit, the show has a lot of like rape scenes and bullying. Like, it is a hard show to watch. Like, it was hard for me. Like, it made me discuss it. I was like, oh, like, ew, I don't want to watch that. Like, seriously, it's just kind of, you know. Next show, or the last show that I'm going to talk about, is called Pretty Little Liars. I'm sure you all have heard of this one as well. It's quite popular, but they don't make this show anymore. They stopped like maybe a year or two ago. So this show is about a group of people who, maybe like a group of 3 or something. They kind of alternate, but they send like threatening texts and try to kill like 14 girls, who's Emily, Aria, Hannah, and Spencer. And when the show starts, they're like 16, but then when it's like the 7th season, they're like already graduated and stuff, and like they're like 20 something in it. So yeah, and basically the people called A, or Uber A, whatever, they like basically are trying to like ruin their lives and trying to kill them because of things they did or whatever. And basically the girls constantly lie to everyone they know, including themselves. That's why it's called Pretty Little Liars. If you didn't know, I don't know why you wouldn't know. It's pretty obvious. I definitely recommend it. And they're apparently making like more kinds of like stuff, like another series of Pretty Little Liars, but it's not like the same thing. But it's gonna have like the girl that plays Mona and then the girl that plays Allison in it. Moving on to movies I recommend. Number 1. The first movie is called Bird Box. It like actually just got released onto Netflix, so, and it's kind of like a horror, like it is a horror movie, but it's not that scary, so I recommend it. So this movie was just released, like I just said, and it's about how there's this force and it just looks like wind, but I think we never find out what the force is, but I think it's like an invisible demon that you just can't see. And anyways, if anyone looks at it, like any person looks at it, the thing makes them see something that makes them fear so much that they just kill themselves. Literally the whole town ends up killing themselves, but there's this group of survivors in a house, and they're the only survivors, but they have to stay in the house to survive, and when they go outside they have to be blindfolded, and it's a really cool movie. I definitely recommend it. So the second movie I'm going to talk about is called Midnight Sun. It is starring, what's her name, Bella Thorne, I think. Yeah. This movie is about a 17-year-old girl who is really into music, and she's been in love with this guy for like 7 years, and she always sees him walking past her window and stuff. And she has a disease where if she goes out into the sunlight, she dies. And if I'm being really honest here, I cried in this movie. Yeah. Except I get emotional in a lot of movies / TV shows, so don't hate on me for that. Okay, the next movie is called To All the Boys I've Loved Before. They're coming up with the second one, and I'm so freaking excited. Moving on. This movie is about a girl who wrote personal letters to, well, actually, she didn't like send them to anyone, she just wrote them and she was just gonna keep them for herself. And then basically she wrote 5 letters and addressed them and everything to boys she has had crushes on, and they somehow get sent out to all the boys. And she ends up falling in love with one of them. And this movie is starring Noah Centineo. And if you don't know who that is, then I don't know what you're doing with your life, because he's like, oh my god, he's so good looking. I don't even know why you wouldn't know who that is. Anyways, moving on to the next movie. Hope y'all are catching all this or writing down some notes, because this is good movies. Okay, next movie is called Sierra Burgess is a Loser. This movie is also starring Noah Centineo. And this movie is about a girl who's like not popular at all, and then another girl who's super popular and mean. And pretty much the popular girl, Veronica, gives Sierra's number to a guy that asks Veronica for her number, and the guy is named Jamie, and that Noah Centineo plays him. And then Sierra pretended to be Veronica, and Veronica pretended to be Sierra, and he didn't know any of this until later in the movie. And yeah, it's just a really funny and entertaining movie. And the last movie I'm going to talk about is called The Kissing Booth. This movie has been around for like probably a year now. And this movie is about a teen girl and boy who have been best friends forever. And the boy, Lee, has an attractive brother named, what's his name? Noah. That's his name. Noah. And they have a list of rules for their friendship, and one of them is that nothing can ever happen between her and Noah. And things end up getting complicated, and they do a kissing booth for a fundraiser. That's why the movie is called A Kissing Booth, and it's just really funny. And yeah, so that is all of the movie and TV shows I wanted to show you guys. Okay guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please go give it a big old thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos by me, go hit that subscribe button down there. I don't know what that was. And I post every single Wednesday, so make sure you hit that bell so you can be notified every time I post. And this video was very fun to do. I actually put a lot of effort into this, surprisingly. Like, I actually went on my laptop, went through all the stuff on Netflix, and I wrote down all of it and wrote down what all of them were about. And yeah, so I just put a lot of effort into this. I don't know, because it's fun, and yeah, I thought you guys would enjoy it. So let me know in the comments if you guys are familiar with any of these shows or movies. And I'll see you guys next week.